Hello, I'm Mark Chalero, the owner of MS Classic Cars. Today I am in heaven because I'm sitting in one of my favorite cars of all time. This is a beautiful 1963 Cadillac Coupe DeVille. This particular car is truly one of the best Coupe DeVilles on the planet. I've spent many years at various shows and being on the internet and things of this nature looking at Cadillac Coupe DeVilles. I've owned a couple within the years with the MS Classic Cars collection, and this is hands down the best one I've ever seen. This is definitely a concourse quality car. It was restored by JCE Classics out of Oregon. The owner, Jim Eagan, who's become a friend of mine, just trading emails and having conversations with him. He's the one responsible for doing this outstanding restoration. He found a very, very authentic and original car prior to doing a restoration. We posted pictures that Jim provided us of the entire restoration process. This particular car retains all the original sheet metal. The front fenders down at the bottom had a little bit of rust that he had to address, so he went out and purchased used OEM original style fenders. So the car does have all original GM sheet metal. He did a great job with the body. The body's super straight. It's got great gap lines. It was painted in its original Benton Blue color, which is a gorgeous, gorgeous blue. If you see it in person, you would definitely agree it's a super, super color, especially for this car. It sits on Cooper tires, of course, 15-inch with the Cadillac hubcaps. It's got the nice white walls on it. It absolutely drives beautiful on these tires. Everything on this car was done to show quality standards. The windshield was replaced. All of the side glass and back glass is actually original to the car, which is really impressive because it's in like new condition. All the stainless was done on the outside. So again, this car presents itself like the day it rolled off the showroom floor. Talking about the interior, I was told that this car has every single conceivable factory option with the exception of bucket seats and an FM radio. It was amazing how many items were available for these cars. Cadillacs was definitely ahead of its time in the 60s. So first, getting into the condition of the interior, it is absolutely like new. The headliner is beautiful. He did a gorgeous job with that. The sun visors are absolutely perfect. The dash is beautiful. All the instrumentation is beautiful. The steering wheel, the door panels, the carpeting, the seats are absolutely gorgeous and super comfortable to sit on. Talking about some of the options that this car has, which is really mind-boggling. It actually has everything you could pretty much think of, starting with ice-cold air conditioning. The AC was converted. It blows ice cold. Matter of fact, the mechanic of mine, Wayne Arnold, who did the used car inspection, and service on the vehicle, which we've documented within our listing. He was cruising on the highway at like 60, 70 miles an hour. He said he had the ice cold AC blowing and it was on cruise control and it was just floating down the highway. So once again, ice cold AC, it's got cruise control, it's got tilt steering wheel, it's got a functioning clock that works beautifully. It's got power windows, all the windows are power, and one of the unique features is it has power vents. I can turn the key on here for you and actually show you how this opens and closes. That is a rare option. It also has an electronic trunk release and mechanism that pulls down the trunk like some of the new cars have today. It has a power antenna. It has this auto eye here, which actually detects headlights coming towards you, and what it does is it dims the lights on the car. I mean, that's a really cool feature, definitely a rare feature. It's got cornering lights that are active, which is also very cool. I can go on and on with the options this car has. You definitely have to check out everything that's going to be listed within our description. The trunk compartment is highly detailed as well. We did a beautiful job with the trunk compartment. Talking about the engine bay, once again, this has got to be one of the most detailed Cadillacs I've ever seen. The engine compartment has been finished in kind of the factory high gloss black paint. It looks super. He used a ton of original parts, correct parts throughout. It's home to the original 390 V8 engine. The VIN stamp is on the engine block. It's also on the frame of the car as well, which is really great. The engine was completely rebuilt. You'll hear the car start in a minute. It starts beautiful. It runs beautiful. The engine is coupled to a hydromatic transmission, which performs beautifully. This car had posi traction, so both wheels turn when you give it throttle, and it's one slips, the other one grabs, like a muscle car would have. This particular car has that as well. It has power brakes. It has power steering. During the restoration, a quick box steering box was added, so when you turn the wheel, it actually feels a lot tighter than it would have come from the factory, so the car doesn't float as much on the highway. Great for cornering, great for maneuverability. That's a really cool thing that was added to this car, which is a little bit unique. The underneath of it, everything from the exhaust system to the braking system, suspension system, AC Delco shocks, things like that, was completely done during the restoration. Even the floors were painted in the original red oxide paint. So again, this is hands down one of the best Cadillac Coupe DeVilles on the planet. Please read the entire description. Check out all the photos at msclassiccars.com. You will truly agree this is one of the best. It's a golden opportunity to buy an outstanding car that you can get in, you can drive, and have a ton of fun with. I'm going to go ahead and start it now. Let you listen how beautiful it runs. It starts up instantly. It purrs like a kitten. I only let it warm up a few minutes before I started this car. It runs absolutely beautiful. Once again, it's fully serviced. We have all that information documented within our service invoice that we posted within our listing. I'm going to go ahead and shut it off once again to show you, turn it on, turn it off, how well we dial our cars in here at MS Classic Cars. Turn the key. It's running instantly. It purrs. Drive it away and have a great time. Thank you so much for watching.